Midterm elections are Tuesday, and we got a big Senate race in the state of Pennsylvania. Mehmet Oz against John Fetterman. Oz, the Republican, Fetterman, the Democrat. And you look at this particular race, you're looking at the polling numbers. It's a close race. A lot of it has Oz in the lead at this point. Some have Fetterman. It's going to come down. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this thing works out, what happens in this particular election. If you look at it at this point, it's 50-50 in the Senate. Republicans want to hold the seat, which was held by Pat Toomey, who ultimately decided not to run this particular time, while the Democrats want to capture it. At this point, because the Democrats have the vice president, Kamala Harris, they have the advantage. But again, this is going to be a key race. This is a big race. Republicans want to keep it. The Democrats want to flip it. And it's a lot of money that's been spent. Lots of money has been spent. This race is huge. This race is big. And again, both parties want to win it, and they want to win it bad. It's going to be interesting to see what this looks like at the end of the day. I mean, you look at it, debate was not very good. Fetterman agreed to debate Dr. Oz, and you look at the whole debate, Fetterman, coming off a stroke in May, wasn't definitely at his best. He wasn't very good. He stumbled a few times. He stammered a few times, and he wasn't at his best. And it's kind of understandable. He's coming off a stroke in May. So it's understandable if he wasn't at his best. But if you're the Democrats, if you're Team Fetterman, there's no way you should have let that happen. There's no way you should have let anybody cast any level of doubt on him and his ability to be able to be a senator and do his job at the highest level. There's no way you should have put him out there. That was a mistake. So some of the articles I'm reading, they're saying that that really didn't matter to a lot of voters. It's hard for me to believe that, because from this standpoint, you put him out there in that particular situation, you got the people looking, you got the people watching, they're going to cast a level of doubt. People are going to say, you know what? He can't do the job. He's not competent. He can't handle the position. He's not healthy enough. He won't make it through the term. But at the end of the day, the Democrats made the decision to throw him out there. They put him out there. He fumbled. He wasn't that good. And we'll see if that affects things tomorrow. I can't see people not being affected by it. Here's also the reality of the situation. Inflation is crazy. Food prices are ridiculous. Gas prices are off the chain. All these things would favor Republicans, because who's the president? It's a Democrat, and Joe Biden. So the reality is, with that being said, even though it may not be his fault, we all know what the economy does, goes ups, down, all around, does all these different things. It's cyclical. But at the end of the day, whoever's in charge, you get the blame. It's like a quarterback. Quarterback gets too much of the blame, right? And the quarterback gets too much of the credit. It's like the president. The president gets too much of the blame. The president gets too much of the credit. So we'll see how this race goes. Again, it seems to be trending in favor of Dr. Oz. And you look at Dr. Oz, well, how did Dr. Oz come to prominence? One of the ways he came to prominence is through Oprah Winfrey. And when Oprah co-signs you, guess what? Things usually work out in your favor. If Oprah is on your side, guess what? The money tends to flow. We saw Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil was with Oprah, and Dr. Phil blew up, got his own show, went from there. Oz with Oprah, blew up, got his own show, went from there. But Oprah is endorsing Fetterman. So will the Oprah endorsement be enough? It sure has been enough in other aspects and other parts of our society, right? But again, Oprah gives you the green light, gives you the green stamp, you're good. We'll see if that will be the case tomorrow. It is my guess, looking at the polling numbers, in my opinion, I think Dr. Oz gets it done. I think one of the reasons he gets it done is because, look, A lot of people aren't happy with Joe Biden. A lot of people, again, aren't happy with inflation. A lot of people aren't happy with gas prices. A lot of people aren't happy with food prices. A lot of people are just unhappy. And when you're unhappy and when people are unhappy, they want change. And we'll see if that change will make a difference. A lot of people are going to be paying attention to this race Tuesday. A lot of people are going to be paying attention to this race on Tuesday. It should be interesting to see what happens in the great state of Pennsylvania.